So I'll record the explanation. So what you want to do, I'll zoom into a triangle. The triangle has got 3 angles, 1, 2, 3. We need to add these 3 angles, 1, 2, and 3. And the total for those 3 angles, this one is 90. So you want to add 22 plus 90 plus, we can call this one X. And the total is 180 degrees. The 3 angles, 1, 2, 3, has to be 180 degrees. So how do we find that one at the top there? So what we would do, we would subtract. So 180 minus 90 minus 22. When you subtract that, you will get 68 degrees. So that means this angle at that corner there is 68 degrees. So I can rub out the X and write 68 degrees for that corner there. That's the first thing for that question. But our aim is to find this angle in red. The question wants us to find this angle in red. So the first thing we have done is use the big triangle. The 3 angles, 1, 2, 3. And the reason is because those 3 angles add up to 180. We find that angle at that corner there. Now we want to use the smaller triangle. So I'll put the smaller triangle maybe in a color. Let's put the color, a different color style. Fill in yellow. So that triangle which is in yellow, that's the triangle we want to look at to work out that angle in red at the corner there. So what you want to do is, you want to ask yourself, which type of triangle is it? The way I remember the different types of triangles, I use the word RICE. R-I-S-E. I is for isosceles triangle. S for scaling triangle. E for equilateral triangle. And R for right angle triangle. Now, which of them is the yellow one? The yellow triangle has two sides the same, this side there and this side. That's why they have this dashed line. It means the 2 sides are the same. If these 2 sides are the same, that means these 2 angles at the base are the same. So that triangle is called an isosceles triangle. So this yellow triangle is an isosceles triangle. Now that we know the 2 base angles are the same, and there's 3 angles, we get 180 minus 68. When you do 180 minus 68, and then after that, you will divide it by 2. 180 minus 68 gives you 1112. Now, because this 112, you're sharing it for these 2 angles there, the 2 base angles, you divide it by 2. So 1112 divided by 2, it gives you 56. So the angle there is 56 degrees. And they ask you to give your reasons. So in an exam, when you get the angle, 56 degrees, that question is 4 marks. You need to give the reasons. These are some of the reasons that you can give at the bottom there. Reason number 1, the sum of angles in a triangle is 180. So those three angles, 1, 2, 3 is 180. Base angles of isosceles triangle are equal. Those two angles at the base are equal. And number 3, you can use that sum of angles of a straight line is equals to 180 degrees. And then, so if you use this one, that's another reason you can use sum of angles in quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means 4 sides equals to 360 degrees, because some people can go and use 4 and use it to work out things. So, but 2 of these reasons, the first 2 and your answer of 56 degrees will give you the total mark for this question, for which is 4 marks. So it's 56 degrees. That's your answer. So I hope that helps. And I would like you to write this down neatly in your books, please, before we go to the next question.